she already saved him time and time again. I see that.
She really did too. That's crazy.
What do you mean that's crazy? What have you've never been to a medium? This is
No, I've never been. No.
Did you know she was doing this event today?
Within the last hour?
Yeah.
That was your cousin that had died?
Yeah, I just had a cousin die just a few months ago from an overdose. He just had issues, broke up with his girlfriend.
Don't tell me too much. I'm going to tell you everything that he tells me. Okay, please know that soul's here. Because right away when I'm connecting, I kept hearing him say, I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to do this. And he's telling me it was not suicide, how he had died. He told me it was the addiction. So there was questions over how he had died and what had happened that day. Because when I'm connecting, he's showing me that his family was by his side and his family tried to get him help on different occasions, because I see that. I also see, which was interesting, you told me it was his girlfriend that they broke up at the time, but he tells me they were supposed to get married.
Yeah, they had been together for years.
Okay, I see a ring that's here, and I see that the one thing is that even though they broke up, that did not cause his passing. He tells me that she was waiting on him to get better. She was waiting on him to get clean, to get sober, and to fix his life, because I see that. I see that he and her were planning on getting married with one another. And I see that she stuck by him with everything, and so did his family. And the reason why he's stepping forward right now is that he needs to say that he's sorry. Is there also Brian connected, or Ryan?
Brian, years and years and years and years ago, he died of overdose as well.
Who the hell was that to you?
He was a very, very close friend of my mom's.
He's also here, because I also heard him say Brian's here, say Brian's here. So the fact that he died in that same way, that soul's also coming through on the other side. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's wild. It's absolutely insane.
Leslie, just shit your pants a little bit.
Yeah, that's yeah. I've the blood's rushing to my face. That's absolutely insane.
He just said to me, he said to me, Matt, nobody knows about me. No one knows about me. So like, this isn't something that you share or that your mom shares, like about that relationship. But he's also here because he says to me that your mom helped him out very much here in this world, meaning that your mom treated him almost like he was a brother. And because of that, he's here with your cousin also helping him through. So this is what's crazy. When we go the other side, even if we didn't meet somebody here in this world, we know them in the afterlife. And I have Brian here that had died of that overdose, and also your cousin here. So know that one of the things is that your cousin needs to come through, because he's using you as a bridge. Because I keep seeing a vision of that girlfriend, fiance, however you want to address her, being left behind. And I see her crying with her head in her hands, being so upset because she thinks that she caused his passing, or she thinks that if they were together, she could have saved him. He just said to me, Matt, you need to get a message. You need to have him help me get a message to her, because I see that he does not want to ruin her life. And I see that he wants her to know that, first of all, she already saved him time and time again. I see that.
She really did too. That's crazy.
What do you mean that's crazy? What have you've never been to a medium?
No, I've never been. No.
Did you know she was doing this event today?
Within the last hour?
Yeah.
Know that one of the things is that he just said, because sometimes souls will use you to get messages to their loved ones. And he just said, Matt, please have him tell her that she can stop searching. It's okay. That no matter if she was with me or not, this was bound to happen, because I had to make the change myself. He does want to thank her, however, for staying connected to his family, because shortly after he died, she reconnected with his family, I see. So even though the two of them were separated or they had broken up, I see that she was still part of his memorial or his celebration of life and things like that with the family. So no, it's his way of bringing that through and acknowledging that from the other side. And know that Brian is also here. It's also interesting. You have a grandfather that's here that passed as well, that's also with you. Shows me he was in the military when I'm connecting with him.
Yeah.
So know that that soul's also here, because he shows me he was like a father to you when he was here in the physical world. He says, Matt, can you just let him know that I'm watching over him as well? I'm there, and he's bringing that through. It's actually funny, because when I'm connecting with your grandfather, was he like obsessed with drinking beer here in this world?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. He's
coming through and he's like, Matt, I wasn't an alcoholic, he says. But he shows me, like, I see him like in the backyard drinking a beer, all is good. Like, your grandfather, like, he had such a simple life here in this world, and he shows me that he watches over you every day. He actually tells me that even though your grandfather was older when he died, you and your grandfather were like best buds here in this world. He actually tells me he loved women here in this world. He was like obsessed with women. He used to love to flirt. And like, your grandfather was all up in your business, because he tells me, like, when he was alive, he would like always want to know like who you were dating or who you were with or all of those things.
Yeah.
So did you used to show him like pictures of girls that you were dating or things like that?
Yeah. Near the time of his death, yeah.
He's telling me, he goes, Matt, he goes, let him know that I was happy for him. I wanted him to have a nice girl, he tells me. And I wanted him to be in a nice relationship. He says, I used to get such a kick out of him. Like, your grandfather tells me that, and it's really weird because when I'm looking at you right now, I feel like I'm looking at him. You and your grandfather actually look like one another, which is so crazy, especially when your grandfather was younger. That's where I see it. He showed me all these old pictures of when your grandfather was back in the day till now.
Oh yeah, I definitely understand that. That's insane. Wow.
He's with you every single day. He says, and Matt, he says, please let him know that I haven't left his side. He says, so as hard as that was to lose him and to say goodbye, your grandfather said to me, Matt, he says, I left this world and I had no regrets. So if I'm not mad and I'm not upset, tell him there's no reason for him to be mad or upset. All right, I'm going to leave you with that.